Genesis chapter 2. Before cities rose and before human voices filled the earth, there was silence, holy, peaceful silence. The world was formed, yet something precious was missing. God was not finished. From the dust of the ground, God carefully shaped man. Not from diamonds, not from silver, but from ordinary earth. This reminds us that greatness does not begin with perfection, it begins with humility. And then, God did something deeply personal. He leaned close and breathed his own breath into man's nostrils. At that moment, dust became life, and life became purpose. This breath was not just air, it was identity. Humanity carried the breath of God, meaning every life had value from the very beginning. God then planted a garden in Eden. It was not wild or chaotic, it was intentional and beautiful. Every tree was pleasing to the eye and good for food. God placed man in the garden, not as a prisoner, but as a caretaker. Work was not punishment, it was partnership. God invited humanity to take part in creation. In that garden, God walked with man. There was no fear, no shame, no distance. This shows us something powerful. God's original desire was relationship, not religion. He wanted closeness, conversation, and trust. God gave man freedom, but also guidance. He showed that true love does not control, it gives choice. Boundaries were not meant to limit joy, but to protect life. Then God looked at man and said something surprising: it is not good for man to be alone. Even in a perfect world, loneliness was not part of God's plan. From this loving realization came companionship. God formed woman, not from man's feet to be beneath him, nor from his head to rule over him, but from his side, to walk beside him. This moment teaches us that relationships are sacred. We were created for connection, for unity, for shared purpose. Genesis chapter 2 reminds us that you are not an accident, you are formed with intention. You are not empty, you carry God's breath. Your work has meaning. Your relationships matter. And God desires to walk with you, just as he did in the garden. Even today, when life feels broken or confusing, the God of Eden is still creating, still breathing hope into dry places, and still calling people into purpose. The garden may be gone, but the Creator remains the same. Please share this and subscribe this channel. God will bless you and your family.